Breaking news, my country people. Dem talk say e no get wetin Musa no go see for gate. Na so the French President Emmanuel Macron don talk wetin no good put on top African leaders head. Let's find out more as we hit the news, but if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The French President Emmanuel Macron, in a recent development, lashed out at African leaders over what he described as ungratefulness of the leaders of the continent. He described them as ungrateful people, and he said this while speaking on the developments in the region. According to him, they've had relationship based on security, and it was in fact twofold. On one hand, it was their engagement against terrorism since 2013 and how they've been trying so hard, but ordinary thank you they couldn't get from African leaders. Ungratefulness is a disease, but African leaders, their own is too much, and none of them would be a sovereign country today if the French army wasn't deployed in the region. So he said his heart goes out to all our soldiers, some of whom have given their lives and fought for years. We did the right thing. We left because they were coup d'etats. We were there at the request of sovereign states who asked France to come. And from the moment they were coup d'etat and the people said their arms were no longer fighting terrorism, if it was not this or that, France longer belonged there. It will be recalled that in December 2023, Niger Republic had expelled French troops from their country, and this development occurred after the military takeover. And after President Emmanuel Macron's vocal condemnation of the coup in Niger and his public support for Emmanuel Bazoum, still detained in his presidential residence, Niger's new military rulers opting for a radical change of policy, demanding that the French should pull out. They should fall back to base. They should leave their country. And in November 2024, Niger Republic authorities had expelled a French aid organization, the Agency for Technical Cooperation and Development, from operating in the country, in a move that further strained relationship with France. You see, Chad, Senegal, Mali, and other African countries have also asked the French troops to leave their countries in recent times. Chad, Senegal, Mali, and other African countries have asked French troops that they should leave their countries, because it seems that they are exploiting them. Instead of helping them, they are exploiting them. Now, the thing is, it's so painful. I don't really know the unexplained loyalty that most of our African leaders have towards these Western people. I don't really know what loyalty they really have, because instead of our African leaders to promote economic growth for Africans, they tend to want to do the biddings of their colonial masters. They want to do the biddings of their colonial masters. Look at how Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso left ECOWAS. Look at how they left ECOWAS and look at how they are doing now. They are doing fine. They are doing well. They have liberated their people from enslavement. They have liberated their people from colonialism. It is only a fool that will point fingers at them and blame them that why did they pull out from ECOWAS? Why did they chase out the French troops from their countries? But look at how they are doing now. The French people, they are colonizers, and they are the most ruthless cankerous we have ever experienced. These guys are known for exploiting, all in a name of they want to colonize people. They have forced their way. try so much to bring people to their news. But the people of Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, they've said no, that they don't want, that they should go. Do you know that these French people, they tend to exploit Africa's resources, natural resources, they tend to exploit them without any fair compensation. Yes, so they tend to exploit them without any fair compensation, and Nigeria included. France will come to Nigeria and get some, natural resources, and we will not be compensated. Look at how Nigerians are living in extreme poverty. People sleep in darkness, but we have everything to make this country great. But most of our resources are being shipped abroad. Most of our resources are being shipped out of the country. How about their military base? France has managed to maintain several military bases across Africa. Don't you think there is something more to it? Do you think they are doing so because they so love Africans and they want to protect Africans? They have been trying as much as possible to interfere politically and every other aspect in the dealings of Africans. They are there to exploit the Africans' natural resources. They are always there. Imagine how France controls the currency used in 14 African countries. And France does not only print the currency, but they also determine the monetary policies of these so-called African economics. And of course, this guarantees that these African nations remain economically subjected by France. But thank God for Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger. They said no, they cannot continue this way. They had to pull out. The world cannot survive without Africa, but Africa can survive without the rest of the world. The problem with African leaders is bad leadership. Africans do not have any idea of how powerful we are as a continent. And France has exploited Africa for too long. It's time we stand our grounds to say enough is enough. After exploiting African countries for centuries, they have the guts to make this statement. At this point, Tinubu can do better. And Emmanuel Macron is one of Tinubu's closest allies. They are friends. On several occasions, on few occasions, Tinubu has visited, Emmanuel Macron. At the end of it all, no more exploitation of our resources. Our African leaders should be ashamed. Just within a year or two, these countries have shown great improvement in their livelihood. No sane African country would want to deal with France again. Look at Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, they are doing well. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. These are reactions from Nigerians. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.